The information on this program does not constitute medical or health advice. If you have medical issues or questions, you should refer them to your personal physician. All views expressed are merely the opinion of the host and guest. There is no expressed or implied customer relationship formed or intended to be formed with Mattress Express. Hello and welcome back to another week of Pillow Talk. Excuse me, this is Kevin Fear, President and CEO of Mattress Express. A lot of exciting things going on at Mattress Express. We have a new store opening in Cortland this month, God willing. God, we're trying to get this. You know, sometimes when you open stores, they go very smoothly. We did one in Auburn, which is open now and doing tremendously in the Movieplex Plaza. And other times you go to open one and it's just a battle from beginning to end. And that's what this one has been. But you know what? If it was easy, everybody would do it. You know, we bought the building down on Route 281 in Cortlandville, right between the Chevy and the Chrysler dealer. And we had to do a complete remodel. And then, of course, you get into codes and weather and on and on and on and on. But we're there. We had hoped to open in February, and here we are in April. Oh, they say you plan and God laughs, right? But we're there. We're almost there. So if you're in that area, be patient. We'll be there very soon. And in the meantime, all of our other stores still have the clearance sale going on. It's been a huge success. I got to tell you, if you're looking for a deal, if you just need a new mattress, if you haven't heard about it yet, let me explain. You know, no one else in New York State has all the brands under one roof that we have. Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, Purple, Puffy, the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort, Posh & Lavitt, Therapeutic, and more. And there's more brands coming. But when these manufacturers come out with new models, which they do almost every year, we get left with brand new inventory in the warehouse of the old model, or floor models are left. There's nothing wrong with them. They just came out with a new model. So many of these will be discounted dramatically because we want to move them out. And when you come in now and buy a king or a queen, you get a free adjustable base. Free, no additional charge, none. It's up to a $700 value. It's a smoking deal. It really is. We have a couple new beds on the floor you can get that with as well. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. And you say, well, I don't know. Take up to 5 years to pay with no money down for qualified buyers. And we have no credit check payment plans. Yeah, good deals. Go to mattressexpressny.com for locations and information. Call 1-800-NEW-BEDS. You can always email me at pillowtalkquestion@gmail.com. I got an email today from Amanda. She's up in Carthage, New York. She says, I hear you talk about the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort. I hear you compare it to Sleep Number. What's the difference? What are they all about, basically, is what her email says. Let me tell you about it. We don't sell or represent Sleep Number. There's nothing wrong with Sleep Number. This is a competitor to Sleep Number. I'm not going to tell you anything about Sleep Number. I'm going to tell you about our bed. This is a bed where you can make each side soft or firm on each side. You can adjust it. You can pick your number on each side. Our bed has 45 individual settings from super soft to super firm on each side. Excuse me, I'm still getting over being sick a few weeks back. Our bed has the flex head option where each head goes up and down independently, but it's still one solid mattress in king or queen. Our bed has a reversible cover, cool for summer, warm for winter. You unzip it and flip it, right? One side's warm, one side's cool. Our bed is a component bed, which means around the sides, it has these giant toothed, self-sealing nylon zippers. Why do I say that? Giant tooth means they're easy to zip, easy to put back together. But the important thing is we unzip it, open it up, show you how it's built in the showroom. And if anything ever fails in the bed, you can unzip it, open it up, and just replace the part. You can't do that at any other mattress that I know of. And our mattress has a 25-year industry-leading warranty. It's made by a company that's been around since the early 70s. They started out in the waterbed industry, and they're a big medical bedding company. Very high quality. We've sold them for years. They're very popular. People love them. And if you put them on the two separate, the right individual adjustable bases, you can elevate each head independently, each foot independently, and each side can have its own independent massage. So it's like having your own bed on each side, but you're still in the same bed. Makes sense? And yes, you can buy other beds that are just with the gap all the way down the middle. You can buy two twin XLs, which is a king, but then you've got the gap all the way down the middle, right? And that's not always comfortable if you like to lay next to your partner. So what we call ours is only slit 1/3 of the way down. That's a flex head. And then the rest of it's called the cuddle zone. And then with our bed, you get 5 years, no interest, no money down for qualified buyers. And again, we have no credit check payment plans. And then you get to choose from a list of luxury rewards. It's something we give back to you. And we intentionally try to make it crazy. You go to this list of rewards, there's mountain bikes, kayaks, portable hot tubs, exercise equipment, gaming chairs, and $500 gift cards to like Lowe's. It's everything. It's just a little way that's fun to give back. And we try to we've set all that crazy stuff out. People love it. So I would encourage you to come in and try it out. Now, if you're sleep alone, we also have the number bed in some models where it's just one bladder through the whole bed. That's what gets softer and firmer. So you don't have one on each side. Okay. Come on in. If you sleep with a partner, bring your partner. Give yourself 45 to 90 minutes to try it out. Come dressed comfortably. Bring all your ID and so forth in case you decide to do financing. No appointment necessary. You can go to any store to try the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort. We sell a lot of them. I just put in another big order for more. People love them. It's very, very rare that someone comes back to me and says, I really wasn't happy with it. I mean, really, truly, we've been selling these for years. I can only think of 1 or 2 people out of the hundreds, if not thousands, and we've sold. They're awesome. And if you're not sleeping in the same bed, we talk about sleep divorce on this show. If you're not sleeping in the same bed, then this can get you back in the same bed. The Smart Bed by Instant Comfort, saving relationships. How about that? Be a good billboard, wouldn't it? Anywho, that's what it is, Amy and Carthage, the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort. The nice thing is when we put the couples on there and we go to one side and we start at 50, which is the firmness, and we soften it up till they say, hey, that's just right. We do the same thing on the other side. Many times the numbers are dramatically apart, which tells you they're a good fit for the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort. But if they're not dramatically apart, the two numbers, then we say, hey, maybe you don't need a Smart Bed by Instant Comfort. Maybe, you guys kind of have the same tastes. So we can show you similar beds with that firmness. Follow me? So it's not for everybody, but they're awesome. And before you ever buy a Sleep Number, I would highly encourage you to come over and compare ours and compare price. Yeah. I'll beat any bed that we deem comparable at Sleep Number's price, and I'll make it worth your while. So Sleep Number's a fine company. Nothing wrong with them. I just want you to compare our product before you buy. So there you go, Amy. Nevertheless, anyway, here we are. It's springtime in New York with snowfall this week. What else would you expect, right? I'm sure it'll be 70 out in a week or two. But it's a good time to go out and get that bed you've been putting off getting. Really, really. I talk about quality of life on this show, and you work hard. I'm sure we all do. It's okay to have nice things, but a good bed is a necessity, not a luxury. Sleep affects everything you do. And right now, we've got the clearance sale. I'm telling you, come on in. Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, Purple, Puffy, the Smart Bed by Instant Comfort, Posh and Lavish, and more. I think we have clearance in all those models, and you could save a lot of money and get a free adjustable base on King or Queen. Again, you can take up to 5 years to pay with no money down for qualified buyers. And we have no credit check payment plans. If you're listening to the show in a town where we don't have a store, we're just a short drive away. We deliver all over the state every week. And people drive from all over because we're different, because we have really great, interesting stuff. And we have a selection that no one else has. So come on in and see us. Anyway, we're going to be running into the break here. This is Kevin Fear. This is Pillow Talk. Stick around for the next segment. I think you'll find it interesting. I'll be right back.